Hey everybody, it's Thwargle here. Just wanted to show you some of the stuff I built in Minecraft. This is vanilla Minecraft running 1.3 right now. So start off with, this is the spawn. We got a big compass rose, north, south, east, and west here. And we go downstairs. And there is a train station. So down here we hook this all up with some redstone. This is all sealed up nice and pretty. You can pick a destination, and it will choose that destination, and when you pop in a minecart you will be switched to go to one of those locations. So we'll go ahead and start off by picking me. So we'll go to Thwargle's. Random cat. Sit cat. Alright, so we'll punch him, get in a minecart, and off we go. And you'll see we got all the way back. And once I've went, it resets that circuit and pops it back so no destination is selected, so that if I come back I'll always go to the receiving part of that track. So I'm in the cobble monstrosity part of the metro. I've got like the ugliest path. I built all this. The first thing I did on this server was built a little minecart track down to a cave. So once we get that chunk load error, oh there it goes. Once we get down there, I'll show you, some of the first things I did on this server, and then we'll start looking at some of the more advanced stuff. Alright, so this here, you can pick to go back to spawn or to Western Town without getting off. So if I had come onto here, I'm stuck here, I can choose to go back, I can choose to go to the Western Town, or to just go ahead and hop off and save this minecart for later. So we'll just pop that back in there. And the first thing we did was I built the Thwargle cave. So that's down here. This first thing we did on the server was start digging a hole. So down we go. And I'm going to try and keep this video under 15 minutes so I can upload it. So first thing I found was this abandoned mine shaft, and I've pretty well cleared it out of all of its track and all that kind of stuff. But you can see some of the remnants here. And it's pretty in depth. It was pretty deep, and it was quite big. I grew some cactus down here so I can get some cactus green. But, it went all around in here, and there was tons of track and tons of wood and all kinds of resources. So I cannibalized most of that stuff. But the main part of the cave was down here, so I've got some food sources, sleep in there, basic necessities, everything. Crafting area, so we got labeled out. This server has a mod where you can use iron blocks as an anvil to repair your items. So if I had an item, so I don't have any iron ingot on me, but if I did, I could repair this pickaxe. I built a enchanting room. This is not full power, but it was good enough for what I was working on to get a couple stuff enchanting. I lured a ton of animals down here. This took forever, and again, all this stuff is done by hand. We're not allowed to do creative on this server. Very, very strict. These sheep all glitched through the wall into the chicken pen, and cows. So a little bit of every animal down here so I could get some food, get some stuff going for that. So we'll go down and look at my strip mine real quick, and then we'll go up and look at the new village that I started. So off we go. I got another portal down here. This is bedrock level, clearly very low. And then I was like, I'll go up a couple levels. So I popped back up a few. I really don't like the look of the the particle effect of bedrock. It's kind of annoying. But basically strip mine both sides way down, and then I got a little bit more efficient down here because I kind of figured how to strip mine a little bit more efficiently. So I did the two wide and then a tunnel. Obviously had enough redstone, so I didn't care about that, but you get the idea. Lots of mining, and a lot of this you'll see in a little bit went towards my castle, but a lot of it was helped by the use of a silk touch pickaxe. So I didn't have to burn down the cobble back into stone, which was very helpful. So we'll go up, take a look at the village. and see how we're doing. This server is run by a guy named SoCamX, and I play with him and a guy named Toxicated. Pretty cool dudes. I'm not going to show you any of the stuff that they built, but they do some pretty cool buildings too. Alright, so we're back at the switching station for my area. So we'll go ahead and hop up and go take a look. I hear a zombie, so I'm slightly worried. There may be a creeper around to blow me up. Alright, so anyway, that was back to spawn there. So we're coming out, and here we go. This is the Thwargle Tower. It's kind of like a little mage tower. This is my house. I live in the offshoot over there. We'll come and take a look at that. But built a nice little path down to the metro system down there. And again, everything on here was built brick by brick. We gathered everything. There's no creative. You're not allowed to do any of that stuff. Ah, I could hit the button. Alright, so I basically built a ton of levels here that go really, really high up. And the center channel is a way, no matter what floor you're on, to get back down. So all the way up to the top, you can get on at any floor and hop on back down, and the vines will slow you at the very bottom. That's plenty if you do a vine on each side. So that'll catch you every time. There's no worry. You don't have to hit forward or back or anything. It's not really that well furnished, but there are a couple floors with some bookshelves. And nothing on that floor. And this is my crafting room, so if you hop off here, there's crafting and some storage stuff for crafting and a ladder up, which will take you one more floor up. I can go up those ladders or through the center here into my bedroom, which is in that offshoot on the side that we were looking at. And got my bed here, got some supplies. This is easy way back down to the craft room. So give you just a sneak peek out the window. Oh, something's out there. Alright. We'll come look at that in a second. We'll go all the way up and then we'll pop down the center here just to show you. It goes up pretty high. Come look out. That little building over there that's all Toxicated stuff, and SoCamX, they're all down there. But that was the metro that we came in from spawn to come down into town here. Alright, so we'll pop down the center here. And no damage at all from any height, so that's really helpful. This one, this takes you out to the wilderness, and there's a mushroom house I built with. If we have time, we'll take a look at that. This right here is an insanity maze. If you enter, you got to look for the wool blocks, and don't be a jerk. Don't break the dirt. Don't break the leaves, or I'll break your knees. It's a three-dimensional maze. You got to try and find your way. Try and find a couple wool blocks. So we'll leave that for another time. Trying to hurry here. Alright, so this is a light switch to the village. There are some lamps that use that. You can see them spread out. Every one of these lamps in the whole town is governed by that one switch. It's all redstone throughout underneath of the roadways here. So this is the tower, and this is my town, my little Thwargle village I called it. So got some iron golems and some villagers walking around, but we'll just take a little tour real quick. This is my buddy Tim's house. I was like, hey, move on in here. It'll be cool. We can play together, whatever. First thing he did, dig a hole right in the bedroom. It's like super random, but alright. So that's one little house. Another little house here. Oh, look, a villager baby. Hey, little buddy. So we'll go back out. This is, that was Relix's house there. This is, you know, just some random little houses spread out. There's a lot of cats in this building. They've all been killed because they're just too loud. So I think my wife is yelling at the dog. You know, just a few little houses. And this is a blacksmith here. I was kind of happy with this house. This is the forge outside. It's got a cool looking little smokestack coming out of the roof here on this little awning area. Some gravel. And then you come on in here, And a lot of my stuff's unfurnished. I just did the buildings, and I've been working pretty good with that. But I like the way this fire turned out. And outside, there's a little bit of lava, and then you can see that same. This goes all the way through. So I like the look of this. I thought it was pretty neat. And then if I had something I wanted to get rid of, I'll just sacrifice a piece of bread. But if you want to get rid of any items, you can just chuck them in there. Same goes with this fire. You can't actually walk into the fire. And then these are actually all functioning furnaces. There's 6 furnace. Did I just make up a word? Furnaces? Furnace? I don't know. Anyway, 6 of them. Pretty cool. Little iron golem. I think all of the villagers decided to move into the wheat farm. So we'll take a look at that in a second. But maybe some up here, I don't know. Oh, hey guys. Hey, you'll trade with me for bread. I definitely don't need bread. Hey, you'll trade me for an emerald. I haven't messed around in here too much since 1.3, so I haven't traded with anybody or done any of that kind of stuff yet. But we'll probably get to that. So Tim, the guy I let have that house, he designed and built this thing, which I think is pretty freaking cool. It's not grown right now, but you can plant all this stuff, and every row of this will, when you flip that lever, this water will flow down and push every level of this, bring it down, and all you have to do is stand right here and get everything. That's it. So we'll just turn the water on for now. I don't know how this is going to do for my frame rate. Oh no, it's not bad at all. It hasn't affected it. So you see it just popping down, and it'll pop every row of that, and it doesn't affect the tilled soil at all. It'll flow on down, and it's like, boom, here you go, and then you just collect everything. It's beautiful. So as you can see, you get a ton of bread and a bunch of seeds. Just all these planted. I don't know. Someone came in and did that. But then you turn it back off and you can plant it again. Good to go. And that's for the sacrifice of planting. You don't have to retail or do anything, and you don't have to harvest any of that. So I thought this was pretty cool. And the building, I mean, the design's alright. It's just fine. It works. So I'm not really sure what he was going with all the glass, but I guess because it's for nature. But yeah, creeper. Windmill. This was a design I saw. I kind of went on my own for the coloring and scheming like that, but the design itself, I didn't come up with that. I just saw it somewhere. And then the interior, SoCamex and I worked together to try and figure out how it would be able to look decent and still get up into the windmill area to kind of just look out from up here. I thought this was pretty cool. Oh, hey, look, there's the Thwargle Castle. We'll come over there in a second. Pretty neat view of the wheat farm. And right over there is my mushroom house. So we'll go down, run over the mushroom house real quick, go look at the castle, and I think we're getting close to our 15 minutes here. So let's run over to the... I didn't even jump. You jerk. I jumped. Sprint jump. Hooray, finally. Can't even jump. Jeez Louise. Alright, so we'll run over to the mushroom house. So this thing, I had to get like 30 pistons and keep planting and then pistoning the mushrooms around, because this kind of mushroom only grows in one layer. So I grew it way down in the ground, and you can see down here how far down. I planted one mushroom, and then I had pistons all around, and I just kept pushing. And eventually we got a mushroom house, and got the stalk in the center, and then that was the red mushroom on the top. And I think it's pretty neat. I mean, it's not really that useful, but I thought it looked pretty cool. You can't really do anything with it, and it's super scary. If you break one of these blocks, it's just too bad. And it took a long time to make, so I was not interested in making any more of those. So yeah, it was just too time consuming. So I'll run back over this way. There's the windmill and everything, so we can get a good view of the castle on the run-in. Ooh, random. No, thank you. Alright, so here we go. This server has a IRC chat built into it. I don't really know who that guy is or what that was about, but Shin did the Let's Build on the kingdom, and you know, I really loved the way that he did the castle, so I took that and I watched really closely all of his videos, and I tried to make mine pretty darn close to his. Obviously, instead of the Templar symbol, I put a T for Thwargle, because that's me. But, you know, I changed just minor things where I wasn't really quite sure exactly how I did it, but there it goes again. I don't know what that's about. It's random. You know, I built a waterfall. It's a little bit different than his stuff, and he did a 2-high hedge maze, and I did a 1-high because I thought it kind of took away from the look of the wall and everything, because I put little windows and everything in here. But you can go back in there and head up to, you know, some guard tower kind of thing. We'll go in the throne room here. His throne room, I think the carpet comes in from over there and snakes in. Mine, I thought it would be easier just snake it from right here. And he did a lot better job furnishing some of his stuff, so I need to go back through and rewatch a lot of that and furnish some of my stuff. But I did a spiral staircase in the center here all the way up, and then on this one I decided I'd rather do, you know, up one, and you know, Shin's differed quite a bit for some of this stuff. But I just really love the way he did that. So I'm still working on the wall. I've got this side, the outer perimeter wall, I've got this side pretty much done. I need to start bringing it around. All this dirt and flattened area we had to flatten out by hand. Took some shovels and just spreading dirt around. It took a really long time to get rid of all the trees, and all the terraforming just took a really long time. But I think this came out really cool. And very, very similar to how Shin's came out. You know, he's got the bridge that goes only from one side. Mine goes from both sides. You can get to it from either way. But you know, I really like his design for that kind of stuff. And then he had like that little secret garden area in the back here. I've got the same deal. You know, it's a little bit different, just styling, but pretty darn close. I changed my bridge up a little bit on his. His is a little different, but you know, again, he just did a really good job with that, and I really like that design, just the way it came out. So you can come in over top the throne room, you can see over. So yeah, pretty much dead on to Shin's Let's Build a Kingdom. So got one more thing to show you if we've got time. Hopefully here, I'll just do a /home. We're back in the Thwargle Tower. Hop on down. I still hear a zombie. I don't know where he's at. That's weird. That's the 3D maze coming out of the Thwargle Tower. So maybe sometime we'll go through that and just mess around and show you how I built that. But for now, let's run down. I broke my knee. Used to be an adventurer like you. Alright. Again, all this stuff was done by hand. You know, it's just a lot of time and effort. I like the way that I went from the brick down into the wood here. And then I ran out of materials, so I didn't quite finish. There's a couple holes. That was the cave system underneath of the town. But we'll come out. This is a pretty awesome view of the castle as we go by. If it'll load, apparently render distance, no. Alright, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, there's a Thwargle Tower. This thing took forever to build, this rail cart track for the town. So off we go. I'm really anal with torch placement, so those are all very, very evenly spaced torches, as you can tell. I don't know why I got a thing with torches. Alright, so here we go is the train station. Relics built this guy, and yeah, not furnished, but just like most of my stuff, really. Throw that in here. Alright, and let's go take a look here. We got, you know, town sign, we got the gallows, we got the mayor's house, we got saloon, general store, church, and library. This is the rodeo. There, place you can be a crowd member, and there's a place over there you can get on your horsey and ride around or whatever. I'm going to try and speed run through this so I don't go too long in this video, but got the church here. I need to eat. Low on health, can't sprint. Relics built this, Tim built this church. I think this thing came out really awesome. So you get, nice royal color in the center there, and you can come up on the pulpit and preach a message. Hey there, children. I thought this came out really good. I just like the look of this. Got the old general store. Not much of nothing in here. Some books. You can come back and go to work for the day. Hey, what do you need? And I thought these fence gates look really good for like a Western saloon looking feel to them. Little outhouse, little pooper, and just a couple little buildings here with beds in them. This is the forge. Again, we got the anvil to repair your items. I took the lava out of here because it was burning down the general store when no one was on. I don't know. That was weird. Alright, so we got the library. And little study room on the end there. Kind of neat. Hey, let me out. And got the mayor's house. And a little two-car garage, mayor's house. I'm not going to go through that. That one's not that great. It was modeled off of a house that I lived in when I was a kid. So it's pretty close. And this is my favorite part. This one took a long time to build, but the saloon I think came out awesome. So we'll run in there, and the jail's over that way. We're almost done. Go take a look at the saloon. Try and hurry. And place to play cards. Got the candles going on. Guy to serve you your beverages while you're here. Go upstairs, and there's the outside deck. You can go out there, but the main part up here, the hotel rooms. You got a room here. You got a room down here on the left, and the room on the right is the master suite that goes all the way through and back to that hallway. But this one, nice big old bed with a bunk bed and access to all the outside right from your room. Nice luxury in two ways. So I think that, I really like the way that the saloon came out. I think it looks really cool. So we'll run back down and go look at the jail and we'll be all done. It's getting dark. Alright, let's go. Saloon doors. Yeah, I just think those look good. Came out good. Got the gallows. These are just little one room kind of bedroom things there. So we'll go up to the gallows. And that's pretty cool. With the spider web, it goes real slow, so it feels like you're hanging, and then you'll drop through. So I thought that was pretty cool. Broke my legs. Alright, so we'll go in the jail. And little cells. I wish they did a little bit better job with the way that fence gates look, because you can go in jail. Hey, lock yourself in and be like, no, I don't want to be in jail. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't really want to do redstone the whole way down and have one thing. I was considering doing that and having one lever undo all the doors, but it's just too much hassle, and I don't think it was worth the look of it. So I think this came out pretty cool. So, alright, that ends our tour. I think that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is Thwargle, showing you some of the stuff I've